Hi, it's Esther with the Trucking Scribe. My Facebook group, Junk Journaling with the Trucking Scribe, is doing a cottage core theme for the month of September, which includes mushrooms, fairies, gnomes, Smurfs. We got to do something with the Smurfs next week, maybe. Leaves and fall stuff. So we are also doing a swap journal. I have a lot of new people that have never done journals before. So I'm going to make a playlist that just covers journals. Some of them I already have made in the past, and you can use the same idea and just change the fabrics or the scrapbook paper. This week I made this out of a Hostess box. That's what you're fixing to see. It's got a fabric spine and scrapbook paper in the inside. So you can go ahead and make your cover because we're going to keep going. And the next series in this, we'll be working with the signatures to get those ready. So if you're new here and you want to work with us on the journal swap this month and craft along, hit the subscribe button so you can get notified when I upload another video in this series or any other videos. Hit the like button and let me know what kind of junk journal cover you're going to do. Soft cover, box, fabric, and envelope. There's still others, but those are the only four I can think of right now. But thank you, and y'all enjoy the video. So I have a Hostess box that I'm cutting down to 9 high. So when I put my paper in, this is the height. So I'm going to cut it down to about 9 to start with. And then this section I want to be 6, just so it gives some extra room for our board, for our pages. Actually, I'm not going to quite get 6. I'm going to get like 5 7/8. So one thing I see with this is it's going to need to be reinforced on the spine. So I did trim this down. And I'm going to glue. Look at me. I made it too short. Oh well. I'll have to find me another piece of board that's long enough or I can add this, but I would prefer to have a little bit longer piece, to be honest, since I can't measure today. What I'm going to do with this one, and I'm going to do a few different covers in different videos so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to glue this in. And I'm actually going to take some fabric and put across there, but I want my spine to be sturdier, so I'm going to do it the other way. So I'm sturdying up my spine. So, oh, that'll work. What I'm going to do is actually glue this so it gives this edge right here some sturdiness, because it's not very sturdy right now. But because I'm going to cover it, that will give that more strength right there along that line where this is kind of puckered, I guess you could say. And this is just, like I said, it's scrap fabric. And I need my... And what I need to do is kind of fold it like this so that that fabric gets a little bit of that play that it needs. I didn't think about that. It's better for it to dry this way. I'm going to go ahead and pull this little bit around. So I have a couple of options to cover this with. Since we're doing a cottage theme, I think for this I've got this paper. It looks very nice for a fall type of book. I'm going to use this one. So I've got to cover all sides. But first I'm going to cover... Is that straight? No. I'm going to take this and I want to measure it. Let's go this way. To where I've got like 1/2 inch over the top, 1/2 inch at the bottom. I'll need this back in just a minute. So now what I'm looking for is I want about 1/2 inch right here. I don't want it quite up to this fold, but I want it pretty close. So right there, and then I'm just going to mark a 1/2. I just need to mark it before I do anything. So let's see. So I want a front and a back that are the same size as what I'm doing. Since I didn't cut them at the same time. So those two are about the same size, pretty close. What I want to do now is start with the front. So I want to take this and see where it's folded. I want it right about that close. That way it doesn't interfere with the fold. So I'm going to put glue. Next, I'm going to put this fabric tack here first because the fabric is attached. Then I'm going to put glue all over here around the edges. Actually, so I got this brush not too long ago. It's a silicone kind of brush that works for gluing. I want to try it. I've used it once or twice and I forgot. So I'm using PVA glue right now. And see, it just slides across here. Actually works pretty good. So I'm thinning out the glue, not thinning, but what do you call that? What, I guess thinning out would be a good word. So now I just want to take my cover and I'm wanting to put it right there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to have an edge here that I can fold over, an edge over here, and I do not want it on this fold. I'm going to do the other side the same way. I'll put the fabric tack down first. I'm going to get me some more. See, I done went over my fold there. I'm going to take this piece. No, I'm getting all out of whack here. So again, I'm going to hold up my find out where my edge is, and I'm going to get close, but not all the way up there. So I'm taking and pushing all the air out. And this Scribe scrapbook paper that I'm using is a thicker, and I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put 2 layers, so I wasn't too worried about having too much. So what I'm going to do is cut that. And these may be too big. They actually are, because my board is not that thick. So I'm just cutting to where I'm getting about right there on this, because that thing is made for when you use book board that's thicker. So what you're doing is you're trying to trim off but not quite get all the way. And what I'm going to do is just run my bone folder across there to help the paper fold. Same here. So now what I'm doing is I'm folding these corners over and pressing them down. You can take your book like this, when you get here to these corners, kind of push that in. You can take your finger and push it in, and it helps. Same thing over here. Take your time in folding these corners, because your paper can crack, and scrapbook paper has been known to crack quite easily. So I don't know if you can see, especially on the front, I'm seeing I've made a mess with the glue. So this happens. I'll do it. See, I got a little glue spot here and here. That didn't be able to rub that out. That was where I had like a lump of glue. But we can fix all this when we get ready to do our cover, finish our cover up. So we'll take and put glue here, hold that down, and glue. So do your top and bottom first, that way it folds the same way. So I'm just pushing all that down. Looks very nice as we go. It's going to look better. I know I've made a mess, but I could start over and not show you my mess I'm making. But why not show you how to fix it? So pull in the top and bottom panel first. And it may take a minute for the glue to catch. So I tried a live thing today, and I was doing it between Zoom and Facebook, and it just wasn't working. I'm going to figure that out, how to get it to work, because I think that would help everybody, including me, just so we could talk and I can ask questions and you can tell me a little more of your thoughts or where you're confused. And I can say, well, I'm confused too. So here is the main part of the book. I feel I actually like this. It looks good with that. I think a little bit more. So let me go this way. So I'm pulling a little down here and a little up at the top, which I don't need all this. What I'm going to do with this piece, first I'm going to get an edge. And you can iron this down, you can turn it under, however you want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about, see this is 2 inches. So I'm going to go about 3 inches. Well, excuse me. I'm going to go 1 inch past these folds. That's how I'm going to measure it. So that's going to mean I need a 4-inch piece of fabric. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on, just like we did that first blue one. This is going to be the final cover on that side. So it looked like so when it's folded, this is the way it would look. Maybe a little bit more even, but so I'm going to take my fabric tack and I'm going to go right here and match it up on my mat down here. I don't want to go any further than 1 inch outside. Let me see. So I'm lining up here and here, and I can kind of gauge where my inch is going to be. I'm really not wanting a whole lot of glue right here though. I'm going to put some, but I'm going to try and not put it in my fold, on the fold. And then the same thing on this side. We're going to go, no, I want it to go out. See if I can smooth this out with this. I haven't tried it before. It is very dry here today, and it just seems like everything is just really gluing too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of look at my grid, get everything lined up on that. And I'm lining up this line down here with this line. And over here, I'm going to kind of look for the same thing. It's a little bit over, which is okay. And I'm just gently rubbing right now because I'm fixing to pick it up and fold it. We need that extra little bit right there. And when you open it, you can see it's going to pucker some, which is okay. A little bit right here. This side doesn't need as much. I'm trying not to put a lot of, like a blob of Fabri-Tac on here, because if I do, it may show through the fabric. And you may decide you want to cut your fabric to where this doesn't show. I'm probably going to put a piece of lace right there. Thinking, do I want? Okay. So now I need a sheet to go in here. There's several that are very pretty and kind of cottage feel. Use that one. Another one that looks more. Use a turkey. That definitely reminds me of Thanksgiving. I'll go with this one. So kind of same thing as we did on the top. We're measuring. I need at least like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch right there. What I'm looking at is from here down to here. I want my paper cut right about there. And actually, it could be a little bit shorter, but I like where it's at. And I'm going to go right here and cut that one. What I'm doing is, it's a little bit too far. So right here, I would be inside this, because I think what I'm going to do is just put another piece of this on the inside. But I can go to about right there. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to use it as a measurement. See how that fits top and bottom? Let's see. So I don't know if I want this on the inside. What do you think? Upside down. So that would be shorter. It'd be like this. And then the signatures would sit like that when it's closed. So you would be able to see that. Or I could put this under this and we can make a smaller one. And just maybe do enough to cover this up. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, I think. We'll see. See, again, I'm folding that to give that a little bit of So now I'm going to take and glue this right in there. So I'm going to do you notice at your house with the glue some days it seems to stick quicker than other days and dry quicker? And then some days it's like, are you ever going to finish drying? So now is the time if you don't have a directional to kind of look and see what you want for your front and back. And this is going to be my back. So what I'm doing is, well, I got a little wiggle room as I'm looking to see if I need to move it. And surprisingly, I put it down in a good spot, I think. So I'm just taking my bone folder and I'm rubbing, trying to push the glue down to get it to set. Let's see, which is up? I think that one's going to be up. And y'all know I thought But I didn't even think about distressing it before I put it on here. So we'll do that in a minute. I think a cottage theme. So again, I'm just making sure I've got a little edge right here on all these three sides. And then just rub it down with your bone folder. Or if you have a card like I do, credit card, just rub it like that. Okay. So we're getting close to our top being done. And when we get done and we start decorating, I'm going to put some lace or something right there because I can see it popping up. So that's our front. So now I need to figure out how much of this do I need. So I'd like to do is to lay these down, get them to lay down. I could sew them, but the sewing machine's over there. Or another thing I could do is to do it like this and just cover that up with this piece. I think that's what I'm going to do is use this for the center. Oh, so I've got a couple of marks here. One side's going to be bigger than the other because I didn't measure right. Let's see if I folded this. No, I'm just doing this as I go. I think I like that better. Let me measure how much this side is and then we'll cut. So that is about 3/4 of an inch on that side. So what I'm going to do is turn it over so you can't see my pin mark when I get done. I'm just basically marking where I want to cut. And then I'm going to glue all this. Put a lot of glue on it. So I'm taking and pushing that corner right there to where it's in and folding good on this. I'm going to put some glue on this side and do the same thing. I'm going to put this book under some heavy weights, this book cover, and let it dry. Thank you for coming by today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like and the subscribe button and leave me a comment and let me know what kind of covers that you'd like to see, whether it be Amazon package covers, envelopes, fabric, book board. Just leave me a comment and I'll see what I can do. Thank you.